What's up, family? It's consciouscozykane, and we finna got the subconscious, man. You already know how it go. Y'all ever have like a song that's stuck in y'all head and you can't get out? It's been in my head for like 2, maybe 3 days. Sometimes it's a good thing, but nah. Sometimes it be hidden. It's really like a pain in my head at this point. It won't leave. Y'all see the detail? See this song, I gotta... Margiela and that morning day. How you say his name? It's crazy because he sounds just like Nav and a little bit of Juice WRLD. That's hard. And I'm like my favorite artist. Bro, you all up right here. Yeah, that's real quick. Y'all all of my shit, bro. Why y'all all of my shit? I don't know if it's like this in other areas. I mean, I'm sure it is though, but like when it comes to where I'm from, niggas got a stirring problem. And we don't like, when niggas stir. So it's like either you gonna look away and stop the eye contact, or y'all about to stir each other down and it's about to be a problem. So it's damn near like the animal kingdom for real, if you think about it. Oh, nah, it is like that, cause that's how some big cats are. I noticed that like with my little brother cat, I've been learning. They don't like to be just stirred down and it's intimidating. But yeah, that stirring shit did, but hold on. Y'all know what? Learning so much about esoteric things and just laws of the universe, you realize not to even trip out certain stuff, because it's always more than just one viewpoint. And I might have said this before, but always more than one perspective, definitely. Where does this even come from? Cause the whole stirring thing and the mugging thing, like shit, a lot of times it'd be harmless, Or I would approach it like, if two people had that same energy towards another, then just it take one of them to be like, what's up, bro? Not even no, like, what's up, nigga? On some hostile shit. Shit, we staring at each other. It ain't gotta be like no static, like that. Just to switch the narrative around, bruh, because that shit bad out here. I'm sure it's like that at other places, like probably like Cali, for instance. Just my thoughts, man, cause it ain't always gotta be like that. You don't wanna that. What's that Lucas song? You don't wanna like that. You don't wanna like that. You don't wanna like that. I forgot the song. I can't remember. You don't gotta fight that. You don't gotta fight that. But nah, so back to my point. It's very important to always look at things from different perspectives. Because if you're looking at one thing straightforward, I'll be saying this to people. If you're looking at one thing dead straight center, you can only see so much. If you see the back, if you look, on your periphery, on your sides, you're seeing two sides. That's good. That's better than just one straightforward. But just imagine if you had an eagle's eye, a bird view perspective, where you looking down and you see everything, you know what I'm saying? You seeing 360, you open as fuck. I'll be practicing that, because I'm doing that for some years, I ain't gonna lie. Stuff ain't never as simple as it seems sometimes, It's kind of like giving people the benefit of the doubt, but knowing that shit could get grimy as soon as possible, or at any time. One of my bros had called me. He was like, yeah, I'm finna get this new gun. Cause he ain't never got one before. So he just wanted to ask me what all you need to do and how it works and all that stuff. So we casually talking. Then out of nowhere, and this dude is a character, he started telling me why he was so interested in, copping a new gun. Cause I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, safety and all that. Most people want to have that extra layer of safety or whatever, because it get like that sometimes. He was having a situation up at work where this dude, I guess he a supervisor, and he owed him or whatever. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm tired of this dude talking to me a certain way, disrespecting me. Off, get this, flash it or whatever, and let him know that I ain't playing around. And I'm like, this shit escalated fast, but that's kind of how I go with him. Now I don't like no violent stuff, just a lot of stuff kind of escalates, and it'd be like, where the fuck this come from? I'm toning. I'm like, okay, so let's go back. Like, explain to me the situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? He said it started off like them joking around and stuff, and then it got to a point to where like sometimes he wouldn't be in a playful mood, so that shit would rub my bro a certain way, and he got it to the point to where he let it build up instead of like confronting him at the time. He was feeling a certain way, like he let it build up to this point. So I'm like, okay, so you don't like dude tone, and then plus a lot of times you don't really feel like playing around. So I'm like, really you should have, one, you should have told him off rip in the beginning when you felt a certain way. Two, he said a lot of it is the dude tone. Yeah, the biggest thing, like, you let it build up to the point to where it's a problem and you didn't communicate on how you felt. So the biggest thing now is, instead of you jumping to drastic conclusions and doing that, I'm like, bro, you need to, well, not need to, but I feel like it would benefit you to, you know, pull into the side one-on-one, have a man-to-man, and just be like, yeah, we be kicking it and stuff, and we be joking around and stuff, but my bad, because at this point I let it build up to where it rubbed me the wrong way sometime, because, you know what I'm saying, like, sometime I ain't in a joking mood, but I ain't communicate that to you. So at this point, this is where I'm at with it. I ain't cool, you know, with us joking around like this no more. So I told him that, and he was like, you know what, bro, yeah, you right, I was kind of jumping the gun. Cause this nigga was talking about some other shit I can't really, you know, I ain't finna say too much, but he was saying some other wild shit. Funny, but it definitely get like that, cause he like, man, he like, bro, you know how it is, man, like, we from St. Louis or whatever, or you know where we from, like, we don't do that disrespectful shit for real. And he like, and you know me, like, I don't play that, like, I ain't finna, like, I'll pop off and let niggas know. And I got a shorty to protect and stuff like that. That's how he was coming to me, and I'm like, yeah, I feel you, but that's kind of circle back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, having multiple perspectives, cause yeah, it could get like that, but also I'm like, bro, you don't know what he got, you don't know how he coming, how he feeling, and then that could jeopardize your job, you know what I'm saying, and then you could be in some legal stuff. You just, a lot of shit could happen, bro. So I'm like, but honestly, like, that's probably the best thing to do, because just communicating, like, let's start there first. Just communicate person to person, and depending on the response, you just go from there. Like, if he give you a negative response, then I bet, like, he's still gonna be on what he on, then we gonna take it up a notch, you know. But if you're not, and y'all got a mutual understanding, then cool. If he agree, you know, to what you saying, but he ain't honoring what y'all talked about, then you gotta remind him. And that's being generous, though, you know. Like, some niggas won't, some people won't even remind you. I mean, cause you shouldn't have to remind nobody, but it's like, again, generosity and shit, balance, duality or whatever. But yeah, so he was grateful. He be calling me about certain stuff, and we just be bouncing off each other as far as energy and advice and all that. Nah, dude got some funny stories. I might start just telling y'all stuff anytime we have a interaction, cause he is definitely an interesting character. Like, I promise y'all, this nigga. I told y'all, like, just what I'm saying, like, you know, when I say nigga and stuff, like, I'm getting away from saying this stuff. It's a work in progress, man. And I say it from a place of love, but still, we know where it comes from, so I'm getting away from it. But dude is definitely a character. But don't get me wrong, like, he's definitely grown and came a long way for real. Like, I'm proud of him. He came a long way for real. But story time over. It's gonna be random, but I was just thinking, like, I was just having a convo with somebody, and they was like, basically how they prefer people to be kind instead of nice. And I don't think they realized exactly the depth of what they were saying. And I could be wrong, maybe they do. But it really resonated for me, because nice, the etymology of nice is like, shit, part of me don't even want to give it to y'all. Y'all look up the word. I might tell y'all another video and then give y'all a quiz, a test or something. But y'all look up, type in, find the etymology website, and then look up, or just type in on Google or something, the etymology of nice or something like that. It don't mean, you know, what y'all think it mean, like the origin of it. So I really don't say I'm like that no more, because I'm not. I prefer kind. When they said that, it really resonated with me on a deeper level, because on God, like, that's how I move. Like, I ain't no nice guy. I'm kind, you know what I'm saying? So that fuck around be y'all word of the day. Y'all look into etymology and stuff like that, because I'm still learning too. I ain't ever gonna know it all. Like I said, look that up. That's the word of the day. That's y'all homework. You know, learn something. I appreciate y'all always. Continue to spread light and love, and also darkness, as I say, because you can't have one without the other. Darkness was here first. I'm still gonna touch on that video. Why you driving slow as fuck, bro? And that's why I'm saying, see, look, I be saying stuff like that. You know, a lot of us got, not road rage, but sometimes, man, you know, always like that. It might just be, and I be waiting. Like, I might say stuff. Sometimes I don't say stuff, but it might just be an elderly person behind the wheel, and then, you know, You just be quiet. And then you might be like, you shouldn't be on the road, but that's up for discussion. That's just a different perspective. Like, people might be driving slow or crazy. You gotta think in your head, like, okay, let me relax. It might be an elderly person, might be a permit driver, you never know. So, or they might be fearful of driving. And again, they shouldn't be driving probably, but you just gotta think about these things, man. You just can't be flaring up and getting worked up in attitude. That ain't healthy. We gotta get out these habits. They be taking our energy. Most stuff coming. I'm just building up content at this point, but I'm out. Like I said, I ain't finna think too hard about ending this because I'll be here all day. You know, one day it's gonna make sense, but until then, peace.